Okay, hi guys. This is Ranganathan SVN Kondala. In this course, I'll be doing a course on history, multiple choice questions. So the pattern is I'll be running a question. You will discuss an answer. So as I said, my name is Ranganathan SVN Kondala. You can get an extra 10% discount on Unacademy subscriptions at by using a code Shrivanar. Unacademy Plus gives you very good access to all the good top faculties and subject matter experts which are there. So let us see the first question. Hello, good evening Parvinder, good evening Shivam. Consider the following. Banwali is situated in Hisar district in Haryana. Rangpur and Rojdi are cities in Rajasthan. Banwali has two cultural phases, pre-Harappan and Harappan. Which of the above statements is or are correct? Only 1 and 2, only 2 and 3, only 1 and 3, none of the above. I'll give you 1 minute to go through the answer and let me know. Good afternoon, Raja. So the answer for this question is C. Later Harappan phase is found in Rangpur and Rojdi in Kathiawar Peninsula in Gujarat. See, Harappa had three phases. Early phase, middle phase, and later phase. Most of the Harappan cities actually belong to the middle era. In fact, all of them. Yes, Shivam, it is C. So the question, see, this is a type of a question in history where you may or may not be actually able to know the answer or maybe even guess the answer. It's very difficult. I mean, on the difficulty level, considering these type of questions have too much of these, consider the following pattern. I mean, yay, wo, and all this. So in that way, this becomes a little difficult for you to answer. But little you concentrate. So Rangpur and Rojdi are cities in Rajasthan. Not really. It is in Kathiawar region of Gujarat. Rajasthan is well known for Kalibangan. Rakhi Garhi, Hanumangad. Sorry, Kalibangan, Rakhi Garhi, Hanumangad. Let us see the next question. The remarkable feature of all Indus cities is the presence of grid system. Harappa, Mohenjo-daro are the only cities with a granary. Which of the above statements is or are incorrect? Only one, only two, both one and two, and none of the above. See, the answer will be B. The question specifically, I understood where people meant missing. This is incorrect. They are not asking correct, they are asking incorrect. Mohenjo-daro and Harappa are the only cities with granary is incorrect. There are other cities in Indus Valley civilization which do have a granary system. There are other places, no, which do have a granary system. So now you get the importance of history questions. With history, be very specific with whatever the question is asking, because most of the times you will get stuck between the correct and incorrect wala procedures. Yes. And say, look, since it is incorrect, remarkable feature of all Indus cities is presence of grid system is correct, guys. All Indus cities have these patterns. Grid planning, compound wall, except Chanhudara. Cardinal planning. Cardinal is basically pure east, west, north, south wala planning. East, west, north, south wala planning. Or water source. Generally, sare Indus cities are around the water source. Drainage, baked bricks, granary, two-part system or two-part cities. East high, western high mound, east low mound. ऐसा होता है cities. वेस्ट पार्ट, ईस्ट पार्ट, पूरा सिटी का जो कैपिटल्स locations will be there, or big buildings will be on the top like this. They'll create an artificial mountain and run it. Clear? So you'll be safe with correct and incorrect all options. Consider the following. It's an old question from UPSC. No hoe or plowshare has been discovered in Indus. The furrows discovered in pre-Harappan phase are from Kalibangan. Which of the following statements is or are incorrect? Only one, only two, both one and two, none of the above. Just 1 second, guys. My image is actually making things very difficult. So now go through this. Consider the following. No hoe or plowshare has been discovered in Indus. The furrows discovered in pre-Harappan phase are from Kalibangan. Which of the following statements is or are incorrect? So what would be the answer? Did we ever discover any plowshare in Indus? I mean, do we have one in any book? Did you read ever in any book that we found a plowshare in Indus? The question is asking incorrect, so the answer will be D. None of the statements are incorrect. That is, both the statements are correct. In all the excavations that we did in Indus Valley, no plowshare or no hoe has ever been discovered. See, this does not mean that Indus people do not know agriculture. No, they have a granary, so they used to play that. It's just that we did not discover. So ideally we think, or how to determine this, we don't know. We never found anything. But yes, furrows, which is basically the path where you put the seeds, was actually found in Kalibangan. At Kalibangan, we did find furrows. In the Indus Valley civilization, the term Gabarband refers to. It is canals. Stone sickles most probably may have been used for harvesting the crops. Gabbarbands are also basically nalas enclosed by dams for storing water, were a feature in parts of Baluchistan and Afghanistan. These were mainly observed in the regions of Indus Valley civilization in Afghanistan and Baluchistan. So basically, Gabbarbands were like nalas or small canals. Greek ambassador Megasthenes was in the court of which one of the following rulers? Megasthenes was in the court of Chandragupta Maurya. Yes, exactly. Everybody is right. Parvinder, Nagadurga, Rajashekar, you are right. Greek ambassador Megasthenes was in the court of Chandragupta Maurya, who probably ruled somewhere approximately between 324 BC to 300 BC. Chandragupta Maurya is the founding king of Mauryan Empire. Chandragupta Maurya was in fact a Jain. He was a Jain king. Basically, Megasthenes wrote a famous book called Indica. See, the original book of Indica itself is lost. The original book of Indica itself is long lost. We don't have that anymore. We have references to Indica. Megasthenes was in fact representative of, do you know which king? Whom was the Megasthenes representing? Yes, Seleucid Nicator. See, although unconfirmed, we even believe that Seleucid's daughter Helena was married to Chandragupta Maurya. I mean, we don't know this for confirmed, but it is believed that both Seleucid Nicator and Chandragupta Maurya had a huge battle. In this battle, Chandragupta Maurya eventually neither won, neither lost, but Helena was daughter of Seleucid Nicator, who was married to Chandragupta Maurya. The next question: who among the following historians has written the famous book titled The Wonder That Was India? Okay, anybody else? A.L. Basham. He was an Australian historian who wrote the book The Wonder That Was India, the survey of culture of Indian subcontinent before the coming of Muslims. It was basically by Arthur Levin Basham, who published the book in 1954. He basically tried to correct some of the negatives about India, basically by people like Thomas Babington Macaulay, the first law commissioner and also the one who gave Macaulay minutes, James Mills, and V.A. Smith, Indologist V.A. Smith. See, Basham's book is one of the first attempts by a Westerner or a European to actually correct the misinformation about how Indians are uncivilized lot. I mean, that was corrected once and for all, thanks to A.L. Basham. It's a very good book. The Harappans did not know the use of. Harappans did not know the use of okay. Others, Rajashekar, Nagadurga, C. Iron. Harappans were basically bronze users. There is extensive evidence of they using gold. There is also extensive evidence of Harappans knowing the usage of silver. So the answer must be C, which is iron. Earliest evidence of silver in India is found in A. Harappan culture, B. Chalcolithic cultures of Western India, C. Vedic texts, and D. the silver punch marked coins. Yes, Parvinder. Previously, Harappans knew gold ornaments also. This is actually an old UPSC question. Earliest evidence of silver in India is found in Chalcolithic cultures of India. During the Metal Age, silver was available. This statement is there in NCRT. Okay? During Chalcolithic era itself, people knew the usage of silver. Which of the following animals was not represented in the seals and terracotta art of Harappan culture? This is a UPSC question from the year 2001. A. Cow, B. Elephant, C. Rhinoceros, and D. Tiger. Okay. Anybody else? Parvinder Singh, Rajashekar, Nagadurga. The answer is A. Cow. Harappans, remember this seal? They had a seal of 4 animals. And then 2 antelopes near the legs. Elephant, rhinoceros, tiger, and bull are common animals which are observed in Harappan. Pasupatinada seal, yes. These are the 4 seals. But We even have a unicorn seal. We even have a humped bull seal. Unfortunately, in Harappa, yeah, these are two antelopes or deers. These are two antelopes or deers. Unfortunately, in Harappa, we don't have any evidence or any representation of cow. See, that still does not mean that there was no cow. There's a difference, guys. Not having a cow is different from not representing a cow. These people probably did not represent a cow because mostly cows were not their main animal. Probably cows were not their main animal, no? They were largely traders. There is another animal issue also which recently also came in prelims and became a big dispute. That is the horse. See, in a place called Surkatoda, we actually find horse bones. I mean, horse bones were found in Surkatoda, but that does that mean that there was horse in Harappa? We don't know. Historians have 10 different opinions about presence of horse. Some say there is horse, some say there is no horse, some say we don't know. See, bull was there, hence the cow might have been there, but the question here is not asking you if they knew cow or they did not know cow, right? Now Durga, see, what is the question asking? Was cow represented or not, or which animal is not represented? So the answer will be cow. The animal which is not represented here is basically cow. The next important question, go through this very detailedly and give me the right answer. It's a 2002 prelims question. It's a match the following question, matching ancient site with an archaeological finding. Lothal, Kalibangan, Dholavira, Banwali. Plowed field, dockyard, terracotta replica of a plow, and an inscription of large sized signs of Harappan signs. Harappan script. Go through this and tell me the answer. Okay, Lothal is dockyard. Then select from the options. Rajshekar, Shailaja, more. Yeah, like Rajshekar, everybody, just put your options. The answer is A2, B3, C4, D1. Lothal had an artificial dockyard. Kalibangan had an example of plow. Banwali had a plowed field. Dholavira basically had these entrance gateways. Basically, in Dholavira, the streets used to have these arched entrances with Harappan script written on it. We probably used to believe that most probably these were basically entrance scripts for the people while when they were coming. So it was like a welcome gesture statement types. The next question: which of the following throws light on Harappan culture? Archaeological excavations, script on copper sheets, rock edicts, all of the above. Yes, Sailaja. Recently, some rice husk was also found there. Yes, in Banwali. Archaeological excavations. See, there is no opportunity to have any copper sheets or rock edicts. These are all later historical evidences. During Harappan culture, we only have archaeological excavations. So the answer will be A. Answer will be A. Who among the following have written the metrical, legendary and historical chronicle of northwestern Indian subcontinent, Rajatarangini? A. Megasthenes, B. Kalhana, C. Al-Biruni and D. Herodotus. The historical record of all the rulers of northwest India, particularly Kashmir, was given by Kalhana. It is basically one of the most important works of history of North India. Basically, it's a book of historiography. Historiography is timeline based history. Most probably it was written during 1148 and 1149. Specifically, it's considered the most authentic historical or historiographical book of North India. Kalhana's Rajatarangini consists of totally 7,826 verses or shlokas, which are divided into 8 books called Tarangas or waves. So Kalhana's Raja Tarangini, very important book of Kashmir and northwest India. Consider the following statements regarding Gandhara school of art. Gandhara is an indigenous art form that arose from around depictions of Gautam Buddha. Gandhara artifacts make extensive use of white marbles. Buddha is depicted in Gandhara art is generally slender with wavy hair. Select the incorrect statements using the code. 1 only, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. Rajashekar, Parvinder, Saleja. See, it is asking which of the following statements are incorrect. Gandhara is an indigenous form that arose around depictions of Gautama Buddha, and Gandhara artifact uses extensive use of white marbles. Both of these statements are incorrect, na? It is asking incorrect statements. Gandhara is not an indigenous form. It is an imported. Na? It is basically adopted from Greek and Greco-Roman art. And Gandhara uses grey sandstone. White marble is Amravati School of Architecture. So the answer should be B. 1 and 2 are incorrect. Gandhara school is basically a Greco-Roman style or Greek and Roman type of architecture with kind of foreign influence. It is basically mainly made of grey sandstone. To be specific, it is basically blue colored mica stone. It is not indigenous in nature. It does not use white marbles. Gandhara art basically depicts Buddha in different spiritual forms like sad Buddha, calm Buddha, like that. Whereas in Mathura school, which is basically contemporary of Gandhara, Buddha is shown in very expressive forms where he is surrounded by 2 bodhisattvas. The word bodhisattva, which is mainly seen in Mahayana style, basically means those who are on the way of becoming Buddha. So Gandhara school is completely of foreign origin, Mathura school of Indian origin. With reference to a classical dance of India, consider the following pairs. Tribhangi style, Odissi. Introduction of dancers with Darabu, Kathak. Which of the following pairs is or are correctly matched? Only 1, only 2, both 1 and 2, none of the above. The answer is A. Exactly, correct. Right, Shailaja, right, Nagadurga, you're right. Odissi, also called Odissi, is basically one of the 8 classical dance forms of India. See, basically in Odissi, the uniqueness is a posture called Tribhangi, where the head, chest and pelvis move in a different directions. I mean, Kuchipudi is basically an Indian classical dance which originates in Krishna district, and it is in Kuchipudi where Dharavu is done. You know, Dharavu, yeah, Daru, where the characters are actually introduced into the dance form. If the same Dharavu, basically what they do is, for every Dharavu, they burn a little resin cloth, colored cloth, green color, red color, yellow color, depending on the character, and they introduce the character. So based on the evility or evilness or goodness of the character, different cloth are burned. That is called Praveshadaru or Praveshadaravu, where different cloths are actually burned to create that, cinematic effect of character introducing. Which of the following are common to Buddhism and Jainism? Preaching in Pali, the language of common people; division into sects after Buddha and Mahavira; support and popular among Vaishyas and Sudras; complete rebuttal of meat eating and belief in ahimsa. Select the correct answers giving the code below. 2 and 4 only, 2 and 3 only, 2, 3 and 4 only, 1, 2, 3 and 4 only, or basically all of the above. Go through the question, give the right answer. The answer will be two, 3 and 4. Common to Buddhism and Jainism. One was, Pali was never common to Buddhism and Jainism. Buddhism is Pali. Jainism is Prakrit, no? And Vaishyas and Shudras did support Buddhism and Jainism respectively. Yes, Rajshekhar, yes. Division into sects happened. Buddhism split into Hinayana, Mahayana, Mahasangika, Theravada, different forms. Whereas Jainism also split into 2 groups, no? Shvetambara, Digambara. Shvetambara style of Jainism and Digambara style of Jainism. Both were there, right? And yes, complete rebuttal of meat eating was proposed in Buddhism and Jainism together. Also in Ahimsa. Yes. Prakrit was the language of Jainism, not Pali. Which among the following laid the foundations of federal system of India? Government of India Act 1935, Government of India Act 1919, Indian Councils Act 1909, and Indian Councils Act 1861. No, they were followed by Jains and Shudras, Pavan. Both. Even Shudras encouraged Buddhism, Jainism encouraged Vaishyas. The Kshatriya Brahmana stayed away from that. Yes. Government of India Act 1935. See, Government of India Act 1935 was actually developed on the basis of a white paper given by Simon Commission. Also the result of the round table conferences. Basically, the idea was to create a single federation called India, which will have the British states and princely states. So in fact, the Government of India Act was more or less the actual framework on the basis of which we actually created the Indian Federation called Union of India or Union of States. We created that concept called Union of States on the basis of the propositions or the suggestions of Government of India. Lost wax is a method for casting bronze statues since ancient times. Technique of turning any metal into gold, the knowledge of which has now become obsolete. The ancient technique of creating terracotta statues, which disappeared with the demise of Indus Valley civilization, and none of the above. I mean, you need to select which of these best defines or describes the lost wax technique. Yeah, Shudras were in more favor of Buddhism because Buddhism promoted equality, no? There is a book in NCRT called Living Craft Traditions of India. You have to read that book. In that, chapter 1 handicrafts, in chapter 2 pottery, chapter 3 metalworks. In metalworks, they have described lost wax technique. Lost wax technique is actually a method of bronze casting. Basically, what they do is it's a 3 stage or it's a 4 stage. First, the wax model of the sculpture is created. Then clay is applied. Over the wax model and baked. In third stage, all the melted wax is drained. In the fourth stage, in the clay hollow, liquid bronze is filled. So either way, it's actually a 4-stage process. This is very detailedly defined in Living Craft Traditions book, NCRT. They even have an image. Remember, ever heard of bronze girl statue? Mohenjo-daro. This was actually excavated. This bronze girl statue was excavated in Mohenjo-daro, which was made of lost wax technique method. Next question. Buddhism and Jainism became very popular in the 6th century BC. Which of the following are not the reasons for it? They opposed Varna and Jati system of Hindu religion. They both preached radical non-violence that appealed to the masses. Political unity of India and patronage of Mauryan kings. Read the question very carefully. Not the reasons. I'm not asking the reasons. I'm asking not the reasons. Buddhism and Jainism became very popular in the 6th century BC. Which of the following are not the reasons for it? Did Jainism oppose Varna system? Did Jainism oppose Varna system? So don't you think only this will be the answer left out? Because one can never be right. Elimination method. Use elimination method. Only two's option. One can never even be selected as the option. Shailaja, Ashoka Maurya. Ashoka Maurya supported, no? Don't worry, guys. We'll go. See, if you see, history questions are in a fluctuation, right? And some of them are extremely easy, some of them are extremely difficult. It happens. With history questions, it is like that. We'll keep doing this on a regular basis. We'll practice more. We'll see more number of questions. You will get used to. See, now that in the past 1 hour you've now become used to at least reading the question completely. We'll make this a habit. We'll meet tomorrow, same 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. We'll be discussing more of the history questions tomorrow. Thank you for your time. You have a nice day. Bye bye.